All right, finished working for the day. My brain hurts. All this computer coding. It's not programming. It's more Microsoft Word, merge form, and you got to correlate that with SQL fields that have custom lookups and all this weird shit. But don't worry about it. Yeah, this thing shot great last night. Again, good. Um, Everything functioned great. I will say my one gripe on that Steve D2 is still the control knob. I wish it was a little deeper, easier to grab with your thumb. You kind of have to, in the dark, it's almost impossible to see where you're at. But still, does a great job. The diffuser, I finally got a chance to test that. It worked well, nice and wide. I preferred it, ironically, though, with it off, because the spill was just enormous. I wanted it a little more focused, but it's nice that you can just grab it to the side, do that. So that's cool. The weight it's a bit of a heavy bitch with a full mag, compared to my Radian, right? 11.5 versus 16, it is what it is. You're gonna have some more weight, so just need to get stronger or SBR my shit so I can go back to a short point. Probably should do both. The main problem I had, since we were in that bay with no IR spill behind us like we do normally in Bay 4, is the being able to shoot with your pistol was pretty much impossible, man. I mean, I was having a hard time with it. I really couldn't make out the steel targets very much. We were about, I don't know, 25, 35 yards away, if that, not even. And it was kind of tough to see. I tried using the onboard IR light on the PVS, where you pull out and twist up to the right. It was a bit much, and it was blinding the dudes, because it's really bright when somebody has that on when you look. And when I went to raise my pistol, it just washed out the whole 507 comp glass. You couldn't see anything. So that's not an option. So I'm kind of curious if I should pick up a dedicated pistol IR light, like the Streamlight VIR2. That's one. I believe that's a dual light. It's only 300 lumens on the white light, but that would give me an onboard pistol option. Surefire makes one too. From what I saw, the spill is different, and the Surefire was a bit too bright. I saw the guy trying to illuminate targets, and it was washing out the laser. And then you have other options that jump in price. What was the one I just looked at? It was like the heavy duty Surefire. It's like $1,300. We're not spending that. So I'm just trying to figure out what would be a viable option for a pistol IR light, because I needed it. Now I don't need it as much if we're in the bay with the IR camera with the blast, because it illuminates everything much better, so you can see better. But in a real world scenario, you're not going to have an IR blast behind you. So the only other option I can think of is maybe an onboard helmet light, like a Surefire Vampire type thing, where I can just click a button, and if I'm doing pistol work, just do a click like this, and then I should be able to see. Those are the two things I'm considering. I had to pull this off the Night Force, off the LMT, because the stupid for rail scales were too close. So it was worth a try. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, the LMT shot great. You know what? I realized I could have just tossed the can on this too yesterday. I didn't think to do that. I just left it on the Geissele. But yeah, this thing shot great. I mean, it's great components. What BCG is in here? That's one of my FCDs. That's the DIMP one. I mean, everything's cycled flawlessly. No complaints whatsoever. Super solid. A touch heavy, especially with that Night Force and the Unity on it. You know, it's got a bit of weight on it. It is a 16. So again, it is what it is. Hit the gym, get stronger, or it's all about application and for use case, really. That's what the 11.5s and 12.5s are really for, you know, something more lightweight, compact that you can toss around for a longer period of time. So I guess we're going to have to pull that friggin' trigger. I'm tired of bitching about it, to be honest. Yeah, so the Radian, definitely he needs to go back to the dedicated night dude as soon as I can. I'm probably going to submit some Form 1s this week. As far as what I'm going to Form 1 is probably the top 3 or 4 that's currently going right now, which is the Radian, the Cas V, the Voltor, and maybe the and the LMT Mars, the black one. So, but overall, everything went pretty cool. I mean, it was weird without an IR blaster behind you. It was wicked dark. And it's been so long, I forgot how to focus. I was sitting there 20 minutes trying to play the focus game with the objective and the ocular. I forgot about manual gains. I was like, what? Why is it so dark? What the fuck? it was a shit show, man. I think that bay is cursed. Then the camera didn't work, and I was sure that I hit record on the right setting. I saw it counting down. I was like, it's recorded. So I don't know what happened. Scott forgot his helmet. He had to drive all the way back home. So it was one of those weirds. We're going to have to do another session soon as a mulligan in the fourth bay with the nice IR light. It's not good for like a real world training, but it's cool. You can see better. It's more enjoyable. And if you choose the right setting on the Cyanic camera, it makes for great footage. It looks great. So we'll have to go back very soon and do that. I didn't do much passive aiming with the EOTech on NV mode. I did a little bit. It's just so much easier to just use the IR laser. You know, I don't see why. I mean, obviously, if you're training with plates and the IR laser is fine. If you're in a real combat scenario, you kind of want to ID your target and make sure that you're being precise. So I can see that point too. But in this circumstance, doing a little training, little shooting at the club, I just use the laser. It's just point shoot, and it hits. I'm not sure. Next time I hit the range, I'm gonna do a Viz laser 0 to see exactly where this is going. I was hitting my targets fine, but I've never adjusted the 0 on the laser itself. So I don't know how exact it is. I'm shooting at pretty large steel plates here. A couple of 10s and one of the full size. Actually, 2 of the full size ones. So I don't know how precise that's zeroed. It probably needs some tweaking. The Axon worked well. Mod light, we didn't really use that much, but that did its job. The gun cycled great. No problemo there. I am getting a little bit of walkout on the trigger pins on the Geisley for some reason. See, I just had to push that back in. Just a touch, but a little bit. Not sure why it's doing that. Maybe they're slightly undersized trigger pins. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Other than that, you know, forward motion, man. So hopefully we can get back soon. Weather is nice and cool. It was nice to throw in got crispy cool. Well, for us anyway. It's cool to throw on a hoodie and do a little choo-choo-chooting. So we're gonna head back as soon as possible, or at least I will. I'll go by my damn self if I have to. Just show up at like 4:45, 5 o'clock at a bay. Get set up. I won't have Scott throwing me all the steel targets. I got those little pistol targets. I guess I can bring with that. And set up a paper setup or something. I think those ones I have are only rated for 9mm. We can try shooting it with 5.56 and see if it goes right through the damn thing. I don't know. Probably not a good idea, but Need to get one decent stand-up steel target rated for 5.56. I should get on that as well. Alright, I'm tired. Been going all day. Pooped. Hope you had a good one. Till next time. Peace.